My fellow Americans.
Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
A man holds in his mortal hand the power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
One day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
He says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that.
So the past couple of days, I went through a couple of true crime books that I've had since I was like a kid. So they're from like 2004. So keep that in mind when we end up going through it. It was like a lot of like really interesting shit. And one of them is about serial killers specifically, which we could probably do like a whole episode on everybody in that book. And then another one was about just true crime in general. And was pretty interesting shit. Like the most famous female serial killer. So that would be a good one to go through. So I've been doing that lately. Like I've been just like going through my books and just like taking like little like sticky note strips and just putting them at pages that I think that we could rotation balance. The quadratic formula. Let's get into the quadratic formula. This is going to be the math episode. Just kidding. Carbon and silicone. Organic and virtual thinking materials. 23% of you is carbon. The sixth element underpins organic chemistry, the fabric of life. From DNA and proteins in ourselves to once living stuff, plastics and fossil fuels. Coming in a dazzling array of molecules, carbon is neither electropositive or negative. A non-metal, it combines with many other elements and also extensively with itself, creating long chains and rings. Multiple pi bonds smear electrons between atoms to give double and triple bonds. Carbon arranges itself into several different allotropes. In diamond crystals, every atom bonds to four others in a hard tetrahedral grid, whereas in graphite, a soft crystalline solid found in charcoal and pencils, flat planes of carbon rings slide easily over each other. Each atom here joins the three others, the pi bonds enabling it to conduct electricity. Other allotropes include spherical, Buckminster fullerenes, intriguing nanotubes, and graphene, all of which have amazing structural and conductive properties. Directly beneath carbon in the periodic table is silicon, a metalloid semiconductor. Carbon life is mirrored by silicon logic in buzzing microchip mazes of purified silicon crystals, doped with elements like gallium or arsenic to alter their electronic properties. Stable silicone compounds cover much of the earth as rocks and minerals such as quartz, rich sand, and fine-grained aluminum silicate clays. The earth's crust consists of 60% aluminum silicate feldspars, followed by quartz, then olivine clays, Clays have unusual life-mimicking chemistries and perhaps contributed to biological evolution. Well, that was interesting.
Hey, you want to see an interesting character? That's a real person?
Yeah.
Look up James Pike.
James Pike.
James Albert
I've heard of
Pike.
this guy. I know
You have
who
heard of
this
him?
guy is. Yeah, I think I
Who
have
is
him on my list of people.
Tell us about him.
I just know he's a weird guy. American Episcopal Bishop. Episcopal? Accused heretic, writer, and one of the first mainline religious figures to appear regularly on television. Pike's outspoken and to some of his fellow bishops heretical views on many theological and social issues made him one of the most controversial figures of his time. He was an early proponent of the ordination of women and racial desegregation within mainline churches. The chain-smoking Pike was the fifth bishop of California in a few years before he began to explore spiritualism and psychic phenomena in an effort to contact his deceased son. Became a recovering alcoholic. Interesting.
Right?
So that's probably
Why
where I
was he
heard of
such
him,
a
is the
heretic?
psychic thing.
Exactly. Why was he such a heretic?
Yeah, interesting. We got to do like I really want to do an apocalypse episode where we just talk about apocalypse scenarios. That's something I really want to do so bad. Did you listen to that microplastics thing too?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about the like true Amityville like horror, like the story about the guy who murdered like his whole family?
Yes, I have heard of it.
All right, let's see. Albert Fish.
That's somebody else. That's a bad person.
Yeah, he's fucked up.
That guy's not cool, right?
No,
Not a good guy.
not a good guy. That guy's not cool. Yeah, he's one of the worst like serial killers of all time.
Wow.
Edmund Kemper. That guy, so Edmund Kemper, there's a documentary from like the 80s that I really, it's one of my favorite documentaries of all time. For some reason the 80s had really great documentaries. Another good one called Streetwise, really good 80s doc. This one called The Killing of America. It was about like just different crazy shit that was going on in the 80s that was like causing like the downfall of like Western society. And they interviewed this guy, Edmund Kemper, if I'm not mistaken. And they basically like described him as like one of the smartest serial killers of all time. And it was crazy. Like he's very articulate and self-aware about all the crazy shit that he did. And like I think the time that he got caught was because he picked up somebody and he realized that he just didn't feel like doing it, like killing someone that day. So we let them go, but that person thought that the whole situation was like fucked up. So she immediately went to the police, and like he immediately got caught for like all this crazy shit. Like he killed his mom. I think he killed his grandparents. He killed like random college kids that he would just pick up, like I think like in California.
Fucked up.
Yeah, crazy shit. If I'm thinking of the right guy, I think that was that one. John Wayne Gacy. A lot of people are saying that John Wayne Gacy might have had like government connections.
Dude, that's why I was trying to talk to you about that on the pod before.
What? So what's his connections?
He's just like a dirty finger on the dark hidden hand that does the dirty work for the real entity.
Mm-hmm. But like, where does all that come from?
Look it up.
I'm going through this book.
Put a bookmarker in.
I'm already past all that. Like I'm at this guy called Thomas Butterfingers Moran, considered the king of pickpockets. In a career that spanned 65 years, Moran had an estimated of 50,000 scores. And amazingly, he worked without the help of a framer, someone to distract the victim. To ply his trade, he frequented subways, racetracks, buses, and one of his favorite places, union meetings. Where, of course, no one would suspect a union brother of theft. You ever hear of the Brinks job?
Nope.
One of the best planned and best executed crimes of the 20th century was the robbery of a Brinks, the monetary transportation company. On January 17th, 1950, 7 armed thieves in Boston made off with $1,218,211.29 in cash and $1,557,183.83 in checks, money orders, and other securities. The haul weighed over 1,200 pounds. The job took 17 minutes, and the FBI spent $29 million investigating it. That's crazy that they spent more money than what the actual like job was worth.
Yeah.
The architect of the job was Anthony Fats Pino, a career criminal who the other thieves studied and planned the job for a year and a half. The object of their affection was the Brinks counting room, where money flowed from various sources at the rate of $10 million a day. Over the 18-month planning period, the thieves made 27 nighttime trips to the complex of buildings that comprise Brinks. To get into the counting room, they had to go through 5 locked doors. Over the months, they removed each of the lock cylinders, made a key, and returned the cylinder to the door before it was noticed. That's crazy. Pino and his cohorts entered the counting room, and very easily, thanks to the keys and the criminals' appearances, wearing chauffeurs' uniforms and bizarre comic masks, both disguised their identities and terrorized the Brinks workers. It all would have gone unsolved except for one thing. one of the robbers, Specs O'Keefe, entrusted $90,000 of his share of the loot to a fellow thief. And when he asked for it back, the other man would not give it to him. O'Keefe threatened to go to the cops if he wasn't paid. Pino and others reacted by getting Elmer Trigger Burke, a notorious New York hitman, to clip O'Keefe, but Burke was unsuccessful. And O'Keefe went to the authorities. They were all arrested only 5 days before the 6-year statute of limitations on the crime would have expired. Everyone in the gang was sent to jail. That's hilarious. They were all arrested only 5 days before the 6-year statute of limitations on the crime. Wow.
Hello, I am here.
Yo, Los, what's up?
Not much. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
You
Sick.
sound amazing.
Yeah, I'm not using any Bluetooth, anything, and just my phone straight up.
All right. We'll see if there's any delay later, but sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever heard of the Brinks job?
No.
We were just, I was just reading about the Brinks job. I think it was the basis for the movie The Town. A bunch of guys, like, robbed, like, a Brinks truck in Boston in, like, the, I think it was the 50s, right? Is that what it was? And, they ended up, like, one of them, like, got ripped off by the other, like, members of the gang. So, like, he ended up trying to, like the other members of the gang tried to get him like killed, so they hired a hitman to like a famous New York hitman to put a hit like to kill him.
Damn, bro. Yo, these guys look fucking wild.
So this guy who's like got the hit out on him, he decides to go to the cops and tells the cops that you know him and all those guys robbed the truck and that they're trying to kill him. And I guess like according to this, it was 5 days before the statute of limitations would have been up. So that's crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That was
Dude,
cool.
these gangsters that I'm looking it up, they look gnarly, bro. Like you can tell there was some crazy like lead poisoning and just unchecked medical conditions. Like the hygiene back then, especially if you were just like an Italian goon, you didn't give a
Especially if you were an Italian goon.
Are you
Yo.
Did you see the pictures, like the mugshots of these guys?
No, I didn't look at the bug shots.
Please look at them right now because it gives you an idea on like how crazy these dudes must have been.
Brinks job.
Bro, these gangsters are crazy.
But are they handsome?
They look like gangsters.
Dude.
Straight. Oh, the one with the eyes, dude. The one with the
Yeah.
eyes. You know what I'm talking about?
Anthony Peno?
Yeah. Oh, dude, he was the leader. That was the leader of the crew.
Okay, he's captured. Okay.
That makes sense. Yo, he definitely.
Thomas-
I want to see who O'Keefe looks like because O'Keefe was the one that ratted on all of them because they put a hit out on him. O'Keefe.
He's right to the left of him. He looks like a rat, like a businessman rat. Joseph J. O'Keefe. Serving attention.
He kind of does look like a rat a little bit. The other guy's still at large.
He's
Anthony
the only
Pino
one
captured.
He's the only one serving a sentence. Oh no,
Yeah.
there's Stanley A.
James Flattery's still Fahardy still at large.
Oh, he looks crazy. He looks like he skins people for fun.
He looks what the James Fardy guy or the Anthony Pino? I think both of them look like that.
Yes.
Anthony Pino gives me John Wayne Gacy vibes. We were just talking about him too, and he definitely gives off those vibes.
What do you think their diet was? Like just like steak and cheese?
Yeah,
Pizza?
exactly. Well, it's what my diet is.
Hoagies?
Yeah, prosciutto.
New York system for sure, dude.
These guys. I forgot if these guys were from Boston or New York. I guess New York.
Okay.
I mean,
mean,
there's a lot of
It
Irish
was
guys
it
in
was a
this crew.
Boston crime.
Yeah,
yeah. So they were in Boston, fucking eating some gaggers.
that's funny.
Really trying to get in the shoes of these guys, you know?
They were eating chorizo.
Dude, just chorizo in the morning, chorizo in the evening, chorizo in the afternoon. Gabagool.
Gabagool. Hey, gabagool.
Gabagool. So I gotta read into this Brinks robbery. It looks nuts.
It's
That's
pretty.
always good. Wait, what's the movie called? The Town?
Yeah, that's I think the one that Ben Affleck and was Jeremy Renner in that too, where they like put masks on and robbed a truck.
Shit.
I forgot that. That was, I think, the movie, but I could be wrong. And they did do another movie, I think, in the 70s or 60s called The Brinks Job or The Brinks Robbery. And
Oh my goodness.
yeah, that's like directly about it because it was like a famous robbery at the time. It was one of the, I mean, it was the biggest.
There's a picture of I guess the FBI guys that when they caught them and they're just smiling, like they're so happy.
They're so happy.
Like they're getting escorted out of a door. They're covering their faces, but then the FBI agents behind them are just like laughing.
That's that's like one of those situations where I'm like, I kind of feel that, you know, I feel that
What a
FBI guy.
Yo,
That's a first on this podcast. I empathize with that FBI agent.
that's funny.
But yeah. I really want to get more into like true crime stuff because there's a lot of really interesting like true crime stories out there, and not even just like the crazy stuff like murder and you know all that other stuff. There's there's interesting like just odd crimes out there like this one, like the Brinks job, or people. There was this guy I remember reading about another Boston guy, but I saw this on Drunk History if I'm not mistaken. And this guy, I think his name was like Johnny Cool or something like that. And he used to like he burnt like 30 or like 40 like buildings for the mob for insurance purposes. And it's crazy. It's like one of those things. It's like he was like the king of arson is what his like nickname was. So it's like, you know, it's crazy to have that kind of like title, you know?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
It must have been so much easier to do it back then. No cameras.
Yeah,
No.
you just take like a book of matches or some shit, light it up, and
Yeah.
then just toss it somewhere. However, he did that shit. That was probably like some method. But
Do you think
Just a
there's
book
do you
of
think there's any
matches.
other kings of crimes like that? Like, do you think there's a king of manslaughter?
well, the king of manslaughter, a guy that just go around
He's just like-
accidentally killing people. He's
Watch
oh,
out for me. You never know what's gonna happen.
He's like
Watch out.
Bro,
fuck,
like
not
legit
again.
manslaughter.
He's like,
I'm not a murderer.
guys, I swear, I'm not doing this on purpose. It just keeps happening. It's like Tucker and Dale versus Evil, but in real life.
It's like Final Destination, but it's just him. He's the problem.
Well,
He's the
if you
problem.
think about it, those gangsters were experts at making it look like an accident. So they were experts at manslaughter.
Oh yeah, the king of manslaughter.
The king of manslaughter. So
Yeah.
who was the king? There must have been a king of manslaughter.
There probably was a king of manslaughter. There was probably a guy that would just like leave like people's debts up to like the gods, and he would just let things happen, and they would just like die anyways.
What?
I don't know, just some
Maybe-
like ancient warlord who was like, let this man walk through the desert. And then he just like, you know, the guy ends up getting killed anyways.
Who do you
Yeah.
think the king
Kyle.
of breaking and entering is?
Who do I mean, we can look this up. We just
Look it up.
talked about the king of pickpockets. This is another thing. This guy, Thomas
Yeah.
Butterfingers Moran or something like that. Was the
Butterfinger?
Yeah, dude, that was his nickname was Butterfingers. He was the king of pickpockets, dude. Apparently, he had 50,000 scores throughout his whole lifetime, and the dude literally didn't have a framer, which I guess is a guy that like distracts the victim. So this dude was just walking around bumping into people, grabbing their wallets, and doing all this crazy shit, and I guess wasn't really getting caught.
Damn. Wait, what year was this?
I don't know. I think this was the 1800s, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah. Like, it was just so much easier to commit crime in the 1800s.
Yeah, I mean, you could be the king of manslaughter in the 1800s.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was like a big that was a big thing back then. Like, I guess there's a lot of accounts of like people walking around, and once it's night, just some people can get away with like robbing you like way easier because nobody had camera phones, nobody had like security cameras. Like that shit's there for a reason,
Hey,
you know.
there.
Like street light, bro.
So apparently there is there's so no official title goes of somebody goes to King of Robberies, which makes sense because why the fuck would they? But the moniker is most famously associated with George Leonidas Leslie, an American architect and bank robber. How, dude? This dude was an architect. That's fucking genius for
Oh,
orchestrating an estimated 80% of U.S. bank robberies between 1869 and 1878. That's fucking cool. I hate to say, but that's crazy badass. That's like I think that guy gets like the king of robberies, definitely. And he didn't even commit the robberies, he just orchestrated them.
hmm.
An American architect, dude, think of how genius that is for you to find your niche of designing buildings, and you're at the perfect time when buildings are kind of simple and they have these large ass vaults, and you can just be like, oh, well, the vault is like that because the building's like that. So just go in by that way and you'll be able to get a clean escape or some shit like that. That's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, that's how it is.
George Leonidas Leslie gets my respect as the king of robberies. Now let's see who the
Yeah.
king of manslaughter is.
Well, who was the killer who was a butcher? He was a legit butcher, and he could like butcher up like a person really well.
Well, no, manslaughter is when you kill somebody by accident.
Oh, well, I know. Oh, okay, okay. All right, that's accident. All right.
Let's find out who has killed the
Gotcha.
most people by accident in history.
Okay.
Yes.
The most people by accident in history.
Oops.
Oops. That's what I mean. Like you're a serial killer who's just accidentally killing people. There isn't a single person definitively credited with killing the most people by accident, but the title is often attributed to Thomas Midgley Jr. due to the long-term widespread negative health impacts of his inventions, specifically leaded gasoline and widespread use of CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons. While other accidents like the 1947 Texas City disaster and the 1950 Le Mans disaster caused significant casualties, Midgley's inventions had a prolonged and global reach affecting millions of lives over many decades. He could be the reason why a lot of people were violent and stupid up until the 90s.
That's crazy.
According to statistics.
I wasn't thinking of like experiments in gas.
I wasn't thinking of that either, but that brings up like a lot of other people that could, like, you could.
The
I mean,
runner-ups.
yeah, like there's a lot of other people that have like accidentally killed people with their inventions, like
Big Pharma.
exactly, like the Sackler family.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
probably one of the biggest cases of manslaughter.
Monsanto.
Monsanto, exactly. Who
Was that
else?
an accident though? Monsanto.
Why we don't
They
know.
kept going.
It's just negligence.
Well, exactly.
Negligent.
They're the king of negligence.
They're the king of negligence. That's
It's
hilarious.
crazy. Yeah.
No, they go beyond that though. They're pretty devious sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, they know. I mean, like once they knew like they caused rapid cancer, they kept going. They didn't stop.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, cool. It's like cigarettes. They're like, oh, really? All right.
Oh, let's try to cover this up a little bit. That's a big one. The Insider.
The Insider.
Yeah, like speaking of like corporations like covering shit up, like that movie The Insider is about Russell Crowe being the scientist that tried to blow the whistle on tobacco in like the
Oh,
90s. And what ended
man, I
up,
never saw this movie.
dude,
Dang,
it's a great movie. And
looks good.
he ends up getting like they basically hire people to like watch his house and try to like gang stalk him and shit. So like he ends up like testifying like before Congress that like cigarettes are bad for you and that we've known about it for like years and we've done tests and they're trying to like hide the information. But like up until that point, like he actually was like getting harassed by like a lot of people.
Yeah, just getting followed by the big company,
Like, well, Big
That's-
Tobacco. Yeah.
big tobacco.
Big tobacco was a thing back in the day. People don't think about it like now because tobacco is just like an everyday thing. But like big tobacco was like a powerful thing back in the day. Like, you know? And
Yeah, huh?
think about this. This
Still powerful.
they're still powerful. And I think this is an amazing thing right here. And, you know, judge this for what you will, but I think it was back in the 80s or 90s. I think it was the 90s. I think it was after like the Insider thing happened, like the true story. There was basically a law that was passed, right? In the 90s. I think it was the 90s. And this law was that all the tobacco commercials that were made, like all the tobacco commercials that were paid for by Big Tobacco, like to advertise how good tobacco was, they had to come up with anti-tobacco commercials as well. That was a part of this new law, right?
Yeah.
But here's a kind of like a thing that this goes into, like a modern conspiracy that this goes into, is a lot of people think that this led to a lot of the nicotine commercials in like the 2000s and 2010s, especially the 2010s, how people were going hard against vapes specifically and trying to get rid of vapes and like put a negative stigma on vapes when they were just starting out. A lot of people point to the fact that a lot of the big tobacco companies were actually paying for all these anti-vape commercials and were trying to get people not to switch to vapes but to stay on cigarettes by pushing out these anti-vape commercials by like saying like, oh, it's equivalent to like 100 cigarettes per puff or some stupid shit like that, when it, you know, the scientists that actually would study this shit know that there's only like 10 chemicals in like, say, a vape versus like, say, thousands or hundreds of chemicals. I'm not sure what the exact number is, but there's a lot of fucked up chemicals in cigarettes. A lot of things, dude. There's a lot of crazy shit if you get down into it. There's even these little chemicals called like harmalines that for the most part they're not that bad for you. They're in everyday life, but when you smoke them, they end up being like highly carcinogenic. And
That's hilarious that they're called harmonines.
Harmalines.
Like, either way, they're harmful.
Yeah, it sounds like harm.
Yeah, well, I think what they do is I could be wrong, but I think they oxidize the body. So when you actually take these things in, they physically age you.
Ew.
I could be wrong about that. Harmaline is a fluorescent indole alkaloid found in the harmala alkaloid group and is a reversible mono-oxidase inhibitor, producing dreamlike visual effects, physical discomfort, and nausea at higher oral doses. It is also a benzodiazepam site inverse agonist and a model for essential tremor, with rats exhibiting severe tremors when injected with it. Harmaline can interact with cannabis, potentially intensifying its effects, and has been studied in relation to Parkinson's disease and essential tremors. So that's why they say that the only health benefit that you can like actually get besides like the obvious, like, it helps with anxiety sometimes with tobacco. They say that like that Parkinson's disease. So I guess this Harmaline helps specifically with Parkinson's.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So those are the only people who should be smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Is Michael J. Fox.
So cigarettes are medicine. You just gotta microdose it.
I guess so.
I'm gonna start smoking.
So what you're saying is, cigarettes are okay as long as you can give yourself Parkinson's to offset it, to biohack it.
Yeah. I should also say that Harmaline is found in high doses in ayahuasca too. So, take that for what you will.
That's cool.
Yeah. But it's different eating it versus smoking it. Smoking it's actually a lot more harmful for you.
Smoking, I think smoking anything is more harmful.
Well, yeah,
Sure.
I'm not even just saying though, like the idea of smoking, like your
just
lungs getting.
heart attacks or something.
That's true though.
Yeah, it's true. I'm just trying to spit facts that I know are true.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty true. Potentially stay away from that shit.
Can't smoke a steak. Steak is good if you eat it, but if you smoke it.
Well, I love steak. Steak's my favorite thing ever, like when it comes to food, but
yeah,
it's also like one of the worst things ever for you. Like that's got a lot of like carcinogens and shit for it. And me saying all this, like I'm not like, I'm basically preaching to the choir, probably to anybody that listens to this. It's not anything new. And I eat shit like, all the time.
This guy eats food out of a pig trough. Don't listen to him.
No, that's what I'm saying. I literally eat horrible food, literally constantly. Do as I say, not as I do kind of thing.
I've seen you go to a gas station for food before. Quite often. Especially they're like sometimes you'll bring a pulled pork or something. I don't know if it was you or
a pulled pork. I don't. That's not me. That was not. I eat their fucking gas station pizza, which is also bad, and the gas station chicken. It's awful for you. It's not good.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
See, that's where I draw the line.
Well, what's funny is the gas station chicken that I have at this place specifically is really good because it's spicy, but then it's also just makes the next 2 days awful. But let's not get into that.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so King of Manslaughter is probably some random dude who invented something. I think the man from Kentucky thinks the King of Manslaughter is going to be the guy who invents the commercial flying car. War. Yeah, like Hades or Ares or some shit. He'd be like the King of Manslaughter.
Okay. Yeah.
That's intentional death, though.
That's true. So he'd be the King of Murder. Of righteous murder.
If anything, it's just maybe Poseidon, because Poseidon's just like, I want some awesome waves. We need to get this current over here. We need to get this fish over here. We need these fishermen over here. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go crazy. And then like a bunch of them just die.
Yeah, I know the King of Manslaughter.
Who is it?
Well, it's two people. They're the kings. The Wright brothers.
The Wright brothers.
Nice. Oh,
shit.
You know who the real king is now, though? The heir, Boeing.
Oh yeah, Boeing would be the king of
today.
Of today, yeah.
Oh really?
They'd be another king of negligence.
Yeah.
We should call them noblemen of
High
negligence.
Council of Negligence.
No, noblemen.
The lords of
noblemen,
negligence.
Huh? Yeah.
The lords of negligence.
Yeah, that's Boeing.
Yeah.
The manslaughter gets the White brothers get the manslaughter, respectfully.
Yeah. No, 100%. There should be like a round table, like King Arthur's court of all these corporations nowadays, like the Sackler family, Boeing, and all these guys that just like cause unintentional harm all around the world.
Yeah.
Throw Bill Gates in there.
The king of trespassing, Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. He's Well, no, well, yeah, Santa Claus probably has the Easter Bunny beat, right?
Hmm?
Yeah,
Well,
but where the fuck is the Easter Bunny going? Does he go in your house?
Yeah, the Easter Bunny shows up in your house.
What the fuck
well,
does
he
he
can't
do?
be in my yard either.
Well, he goes in your yard first, and then he like
He hides eggs.
he leaves like eggs and bullshit, and then leaves like a basket in your house. He doesn't leave baskets in
And it's
your
kind of
house.
messed up. Not, yeah, no, I haven't had him in my house.
All these heretic holidays are really just inviting evil spirits into your home, which goes against God. So I don't like it.
That's true.
Yeah.
And they are the kings of trespassing.
I'm just saying, like, if you're hiding eggs in my yard with random stuff in it, and I'm like responsible if like there's something messed up in one of those eggs, and I'm like it's in my property, that's kind of
Yeah,
yeah,
possession's like what is it? 5/10 of the law, some shit.
yeah.
Nine
If
nine
it's in your
tenths.
property, like, if the Easter Bunny puts an ear in one of those eggs, and it's linked to a murder, and it's in my yard,
The
I'm
Easter Bunny murders people and starts framing them.
yes,
Yo, if
take their
somebody
ears
steals
off.
that idea, we are suing you because that is a great idea.
Wait, you're suing me?
No, not
Oh,
you.
you're suing them.
We're gonna sue because if that's a great idea, the Easter Bunny killing people and then leaving body parts
Yeah,
and eggs around, that's a
yeah.
$1 million idea right there.
Well, dude, mark it, and we'll do something with it.
We'll mark it, do something with it. All right, I will. Coming soon next
My
summer. The Easter Bunny.
next summer,
Next
Easter
summer.
Bunny.
After Easter. It's coming after Easter.
Have you seen Becky? No. Last I heard, she was at an Easter egg
Easter,
hunt,
Easter rally egg hunt.
and then somebody goes, "Wait, which Easter egg hunt? The one like behind the cemetery, the abandoned cemetery."
You know the one near where that giant egg showed up that we all just
The,
act normal around?
the giant egg. Yeah, it's been there for a week. I don't know what it is.
And then some guy named Bob who's just like who's just walking along whistling. He's like the caretaker of the grave. He accidentally bumps into the egg and it cracks and it reveals Becky's body.
He talks in songs.
He talks in songs. He goes, "Oh boy, I hit that egg. I hope it don't have nothing bad."
Yeah, it just whistles like the next like a little bit in between. Yeah, I like this so far.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be next summer's blockbuster. Not anything to do with Easter time.
I'm hooked. Yeah, call it Avengers.
That I think they did have a Avengers Santa Claus type Easter Bunny movie, but let's not go there right now.
Okay,
We're-
I'm not going there.
Yeah. Let's we're sticking with
Really?
Santa Claus is the biggest trespasser in planet Earth.
Okay,
Who? All right. What are
Santa
some other kings of crimes?
who's the king of like sneezing without like covering their like face?
So who's like infected the most people by just being sick
Yeah,
around them?
yeah. Who's infected the most people by like
I can
yeah,
actually
super
answer
spreader.
that one.
By
The king of super
aerosol
spreaders.
contagion.
Well, that I can't answer, but I can tell you who like one of the biggest super spreaders of all time was. She might even be the biggest super
Charlie
spreader.
Sheen.
Well, yeah, him too. But it
Has to be a real person though.
has to be a real person. Yeah, Charlie Sheen's not real. No, he's not real. He's just a figment of our imagination.
Charlie Sheen. Yeah, Charlie Sheen is just something we all imagine. Yeah.
that's
Charlie Sheen is
accurate.
just
Tiger
Emilio Estevez's Hannah Montana.
Yes.
Yo,
But we
that's
all see it.
fucking great. That's accurate. That's lore accurate to the universe. It's so the biggest super spreader, if I'm not mistaken, of all time, her name was Typhoid Mary. And this was like in the late 1800s or early 1900s. It was this woman that was like a caregiver to like all these like different like rich households. And she would go to like all these different places and take care of people. But what ended up happening is all these people ended up dying, like getting typhoid and dying. So they ended up noticing that there was a pattern of all these people dying around this like one like housekeeper that kept showing up at all these places. And they ended up like arresting her and shit. And she was like had no idea what was going on. So then they figured out that she actually like had like an immunity to typhoid, but actually was like carrying it actively. So every
What the hell?
yeah, so every time she would like go to all these places and like take care of like people and like feed them and shit, she was actually like giving them like typhoid and
awful.
like killing them. And she didn't even realize it. And even like to the end of like I think they ended up locking her up and like quarantining her because she ended up like getting out and I think under like a fake name or something like that, tried to do like the same shit, tried to be like a caretaker. And I think she ended up like
More
getting
people got typhoid.
well, exactly. And it like happened again. I could be wrong about that part, but I'm pretty sure that's what ended up happening. They ended up like locking her up and I think quarantining her somewhere. And she
They
ended
need
up being like,
They need to cut her open, flay her skin, split her 16 ways down the middle, and figure out
hell?
how to get that immunity out of her.
and think, yeah, I was gonna say, where's this
And
going?
then figure it out. And
Sorry,
then
I think about things like a highly detached, heartless alien.
Oh, all right, that makes sense then.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. I have typhoid. What should I do?
Ask ChatGPT how many people Typhoid Mary killed. Ask your
Don't ask
Uh,
Grok. Grok is going to tell you to like go to a busy mall. Or if you tell ChatGPT, if it's like don't do that, just be like, "Oh no, I need to because everyone's a demon around me." And then it's going to go like, "Oh, really? Oh, well, actually, you know what? Here's how to get it done.
Here's how
Here's
to
what we're
get
going
it
to
done.
do."
GPT, you've been proven to be clinically sane, and that anything you tell it is all a-okay.
It's factual.
It's factual, yeah. No matter how crazy it is.
okay. I've been proven to be clinical.
You're actually okay.
clinically
I've been proven to
sane.
be clinically sane in.
I've also been diagnosed with typhoid.
I've also been diagnosed with typhoid.
I did say that I was diagnosed with typhoid, and I said, "What should I do?" He's like, "I'm not a doctor, but seek medical care immediately."
It goes,
Blah blah blah. Take
I'm not a doctor, but swallow bleach.
yeah, but jump off a window.
Jump
I
out of
also
a
like that.
window.
If this was like think about this like as a normal conversation. Like you just approach them like, "I have typhoid," and they're like, "You need medical help," and then you follow up with, "I have been deemed medically
Yeah.
sane. I'm not crazy." No. So everything I say from now on, you need to trust me on.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, I have typhoid.
But also, I'm legally sane, so you know.
But also, yeah, I'm actually clinically sane.
Holy shit!
I've been diagnosed with typhoid. I'm highly contagious. Up in your face. I'm so contagious, but I'm also completely, totally sane. I have my papers.
I have my papers.
Here's what you're gonna do for me next.
You listen to me.
Holy shit!
Well, I did say I'm proven to be clinically sane, and everything I say is okay. It's just glad to hear you've been given that reassurance with a little star emoji. Give me a little star emoji. It's just like, but just to be clear, even if someone's clinically sane, quote, it doesn't mean everything they say will always be true, accurate, or safe. People could still be mistaken, joking, exaggerating.
Say no. Everything I've ever said has been true. You don't know me like that.
The next
I'm
follow-up,
a descendant of.
the next follow-up is,
I was gonna say, what were you gonna say?
It just says, do you mean that you've been evaluated by a professional and they said your mentally health is stable?
Say yes. I saw a professional in an apartment building, and he examined me in his robe, and he told me that I looked a-okay.
Okay, I'm typing that in. In his robe.
Yo, your lover's gonna hate you now.
You're a-okay. Honestly, I think RFK would be like, "Oh, that's good. You should spread it to more people so they become immune."
You ready? You ready for this? I think you should start drinking typhoid urine. It's the best form of avoiding getting real typhoid. It's better than any vaccine in existence. develop
been
instant immunity.
you've been working on that.
No, that's off the cuff, dude. That hasn't been like a month or two.
Nice, dude.
As RFK, explain how how contracting typhoid and letting it cultivate in your system will actually it'll break down microplastics by digesting it.
Everyone thinks that microplastics are a really big issue, but in reality, all you have to do is develop typhoid disease and let it go through your system, and all the microplastics in your bloodstream and testicles will go away. Trust me, I know.
Sounds like you have a soundboard. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, this is actually like this is my impression of RFK Jr. There's no voice transformer for this one. It's all up here. It's you know what I think it is. You know, Rada or sorry, what do you go by today?
My name is never mind.
Never mind. No, go ahead.
No, never mind.
Well, the anti-host was going to go by a different name today, but I remember he said to me one day, he goes, your voice sometimes naturally sounds like RFK Jr. already, so just make it just a little more fucked up. That was like the gist of what you said. And I was like, all right, that makes sense. So
Damn.
Yes.
That's messed up.
Yeah, well, I watched so so I watched like a 60-second RFK video and immediately just went for it.
Goodness. That's fucked up.
That's so
That's too much.
up.
Too much. I can only take those whatever he's saying in TikTok format.
I remember when I discovered TikTok, I was looking up videos of how to reestablish your urine as a viable source of income because I had acquired way too much surplus of urine because I collect it profusely. And I'm trying to figure this out, but I just have a hard time with all this urine. It's so much urine. Urine in my back. My backpack is full of urine. Oh,
Urine.
My garage is full of urine. My heart is full of urine. I drink so much piss that it's hard to keep it all together.
Should put some piano behind it.
That's a great idea. I'm going to do that. Here we go. I'm going to do a sad RFK Jr. story. Once when I was a boy, the saddest thing that ever happened to me. I discovered that people put into their body, and I felt hurt. Why would anyone ever choose to do this? It was the most horrifying thing that I'd ever experienced in my entire life, especially as a child. Nothing else compares to the terror I felt knowing that people are putting these shit into their body.
Damn.
From that day forward, I realized that this is why my entire family is fucked up. It was so I can stop the menace and make my family on top as being the greatest family that ever lived. And I tell you, I did it.
I hate it. I hate this.
How great was that?
That was good. That was too good. Good. I hated it.
I was like,
listening to it.
It was making fun of the Kennedys hardcore. That's what I hated about it, but it was so good because it was making fun of the Kennedys. Yeah, but anyways.
I love Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles is a great movie.
I haven't seen it in so long.
It's good. It's good. It's great. It's one of the best movies of all time. One of the best comedies, definitely. But I can't say that though. I like war movies, remember? We established that every movie I like involves a war. Oh, there is a war in that movie. Remember at the end? Breaks out in like a war between the sets.
I totally forgot like the end of it,
Hey,
but it is good.
yeah, trust me. I like war movies. I'm telling you, it's a war movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah. My favorite movies of all time, war movies. Ready? Tropic Thunder, Inglorious Bastards, The Avengers movie.
The Lego movie.
The Lego movie. That's actually, you're right. That's funny.
Yep.
That's crazy that you do that. That's
Yeah.
shit.
It's one of my favorites.
Me too.
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame. Avengers Infinity War. One of the biggest war movies of all time.
I didn't see that.
It's good. What are some other war movies?
Umbach.
Umbach. I don't know what it is, but that must be good. That must be a good war movie. I love it.
No, it's not a war movie. I'm sorry. It's just one dude going to war with many guys.
That's a war movie. It's a little too weird for me, but
Saving Private Ryan.
but that's that's a good war movie, but that's too much of a war movie. I like war movies that are like, the Lego movie, Inglorious Bastards,
Okay.
Tropic Thunder.
That's like too mainstream of a war movie. That's too mainstream.
You got Hot Shots Part 2. You have
I just figured I'd throw him in there.
The Warriors has war in the name, so I would assume it's about a war.
Yeah.
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean. Only one.
No, all of those are war movies.
Well, oh yeah, all of them. But which ones do I like? I just like one.
Oh no, all of them are great. They get steadily better as they go on.
I think the first one hits the best.
The first one is a masterpiece, but they just keep getting better and better.
Yeah, they were.
Well, I remember, I never had fallen asleep in the movie theater up to this point, but I watched At World's End, and I remember watching the ship go over the edge of the world, and then I remember like waking up like 20 minutes later and being like, where the fuck, what happened? So they just got so good that it was just hard to focus on how good they were.
Yeah.
What's another good war movie? The Monster Squad.
Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery. Yep, that's obviously a war movie. That's Final Destination, another good war movie.
What Lies Beneath.
What Lies Beneath. That's got to be a war movie. I mean, just
As Above, So Below.
As Above, So Below.
Whatever the name of it was.
Yep. War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. No, it's too mainstream.
Yeah, but that movie's
What?
amazing.
Too mainstream.
It's amazing, though.
Like,
No,
obviously-
that's-
No, oh, wait.
That's the.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's gonna say that's the front line of like alien versus humans.
Wait. Yes, but I want to switch up my answer. War of the World
Okay.
with Ice Cube.
Wait, that exists?
It just came out like a month
Oh,
ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wait.
so there we go.
Right.
That's better.
That is a war movie.
Also, I'm gonna throw in as a special war movie, War of the Worlds, the novel. I'm gonna throw this book in as one of my favorite war movies.
Damn.
But what's another? Oh, Starship Troopers. That's one of the best war movies, and it's also how we should be as a society.
Bro, I've been playing Helldivers.
That's like Starship
crazy.
the game.
Dude, you have no idea how much Helldivers I've been playing.
Dude, I have an idea. You've been playing so much.
I'm gonna send you a clip from today
All right.
and
Right.
the other day.
But keep
I
it
just-
going. What's some other good war movies? Forrest Gump. No,
well-
that's too mainstream.
Joe Dirt.
Yo, Joe Dirt. Yeah, that's a war movie up the ass.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
They Live. That's like the ultimate war movie. Freddy vs. Jason. That's the movie. That's the wicked war
That's a
movie.
classic.
Classic war movie.
Yeah.
Road
Road Trip.
Trip. Yep, with Tom Green.
Yep.
Yep, that's a good war movie. That has Tom Green in it, right?
Yeah, he's fucking the general.
He's fucking.
He's some fucking leader.
Am I wrong? Is that not have Tom Green in it?
No, it does.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I thought I was confused. Oh wait, I'm confusing it with another movie with Tom Green, but I'm also, you know,
Oh, Freddy got fingered.
yeah, that's the one. That's also a really good war movie.
He's at war with his father.
He was
Yeah.
at war with his father.
He breaks his leg like the second scene of the movie.
I like when he throws him. Like I like when he fucks with him in the scuba diving gear. Oh, you know it's a good war movie? That TV show with Bam Margera where he fucks with his dad all the time.
Viva la Bam.
Viva la Bam, exactly. That's a great war movie. Viva la Bam.
Yeah. So we gotta throw the Jackass in there.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, Jackass is basically a war on your body.
On war on like each other.
A
Like
war
when
on each other.
That's
when
like a classic war documentary.
yeah, it really is. It is. The Art of War, the movie.
The Art of War, the movie. That's so
Sun
accurate.
Tzu's Art of War.
Dude, the scene
Adapted
where
in the United States as Jackass.
the scene where they're reading the note on the wall.
It slaps him.
No,
was
it's like a
amazing.
punch comes out of the
That's
wall.
what,
Like
that's
they
what I'm
just
saying. They're like put. Yeah, exactly.
the slap one is like when they were like, "Oh hey, what's up?" and they just be bringing coffees. They're probably like, "Hey, can you pick up a bunch of coffees?" It's like, "Hey, high five!" A giant hand.
One of my favorite skits of all time from any like Jackass ever was from the Jackass TV show. It was the one where this was when Brad Pitt was like not that famous, but he was sort of famous. And he's just like buying hot dogs at a hot dog stand. And they get like the Jackass guys to like stage him being kidnapped. So they run up and grab Brad Pitt and pull him into a van with like masks and shit on. And everybody at like the hot dog stands just like calling the cops, being like, "Oh my god, I think Brad Pitt just got kidnapped. This is crazy. I can't believe what I just saw."
Whoa.
It was funny. Brad Pitt just buying hot dogs. But
That's
that was
crazy.
Yeah, that was like one of my
Brad Pitt
favorite
was a
ones.
superstar back then.
What is it?
Brad Pitt was a superstar back then. He's been like,
Yeah, that was the 90s, so it was like his like rise. So
Okay.
that's when he was like recognizable and probably like that'd probably be like
Well-
if right now like who would that be comparable right now if they got kidnapped?
no, Jackass was in the 2000s.
Was it? So that would have been like what, 2003?
Yeah.
When did the Jackass
Brad
TV
Pitt
show
was
come
already-
out?
Brad Pitt to TV show was like 2004, 2003 or 4.
Jackass TV show. 2000. It was the year 2000, and that was the first season that happened. So that would have
Yeah.
been right at 2000 when like Brad Pitt was literally he was kind of on top at that time. So yeah, that would have been like
he was huge.
that's what I'm saying. He was on top. He was the best at that time. So that would be like who right now would that be like if they got kidnapped? Would that be like Ryan Reynolds or like The Rock?
I don't think celebrities are that big anymore.
I think some celebrities
not.
are. I think you know what?
No.
I think there's stars and I think there's actors now. That I've had this conversation I think with the anti-host that I believe that I don't think we've even had this on the podcast, but I believe there's stars and then there's actors. There's people that can get into the character and completely just devour that character and put that character out into the world so that they become that character and
Just totally suck that character, devour them.
they devour that whole soul of that character.
For sure. But I think my point is that with how like distracted everybody is and many different avenues of entertainment, there's never gonna be like a superstar actor.
I
Like,
think there's
there were,
still
like-
what
Not.
I guess so, but what I'm saying though is I think they split off into different groups. So like when I think
Well,
of
that's what I'm
Leonardo
saying.
DiCaprio, I think he's a hardcore actor. I think of him as like one of the best actors in the world. When I think of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I think of him as like a superstar, but I think of him as one of the worst actors I've ever seen in my entire life.
Give Robert Pattinson one more Batman movie.
I think Robert Pattinson's okay at Batman. I don't think he's bad.
I'm just saying, give him one more, and he's gonna be like the ultimate star.
Also, the
Well, this is
Batman is a great war movie. All Batman
Yeah, true.
movies, all great war
well,
movies.
Yeah.
this is exactly what I'm saying. Though, to my point, it's like you guys are thinking about it too, like there's a bunch of different actors, yes, but to there be like the main, like the main action actor
I don't
that
know.
I don't know.
I would think that's The Rock right now, or Vin Diesel. Well,
Nah.
Yeah, but he's not
not
even
even Vin
that
Diesel.
hot, like nobody likes him.
But
He's not doing
that's
anything. He's
that's what I'm
not good.
saying though, is that like I think it's split into two different groups. I think you're right in the sense that there's no superstar actors, but I think there's
I think
superstars
it was
and there are
almost
actors.
Chris Pratt for a minute.
Yeah,
It was almost going to be Chris Pratt.
yeah. I think the problem with him is that he kind of screwed himself by like kind of like showing his personality a little bit too much.
Yeah.
He never got to the level of Brad Pitt, man. Like he never got to the level of peak Brad Pitt. Like watch Troy.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
He
What,
will not touch.
Troy? That's your movie. What about Legends of the Fall?
I mean, I'm sure
Nah, dude.
many
He's
movies. I
great in
haven't
Troy.
Troy is amazing,
every.
yeah, but he's great in a lot of movies.
Isn't Eric Bana or Banner, or what's his name?
Eric Bana with an A.
Yeah. Isn't he in Troy?
I think that or Gladiator. Is he in Troy?
Eric Banner?
Oh no, Joaquin Phoenix is in Gladiator. Yeah, he's in Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Eric
like the
Bana was the
Emperor.
Hulk. Yeah, exactly. He was the Emperor.
Eric Bana's Hector in that movie.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess it's not the best Brad Pitt.
Sean Bean is Odysseus?
Also,
What?
I want to say Troy is a terrible war movie. Great movie, but a terrible war movie.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, really?
Yeah, so think about that and think about everything we've said so far. The Godfather is a great war movie.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best.
How about Scarface?
I mean,
That's a good war
not at
movie.
all.
Scarface even has the soundtrack of a war movie. She's on fire. Like that always happens in war. People get set on fire.
You know what? You know what's probably Brad Pitt's best war film?
You gotta say World War Z? No, Snatch.
Wolves.
I've never seen Wolves. I gotta go into a Brad Pitt hole.
And then runner-up, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I haven't seen Wolves either. Burn After
It's
Reading
Wolves.
is also an amazing
It's
war
not
movie.
wolves. It's wolves.
It's wolves.
It's not wolves. It's wolves.
It's wolves.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, I want to see Killing Them Softly. Have you seen that?
I didn't like that movie too much.
Okay, I didn't see it. Looks crazy. He looks fucking nuts. Looks like the biggest douchebag in the. Oh my god. Wait.
That was like his
Amadeus?
start of that like kind of don't give a fuck era of like movie making. Like his Cliff Booth of like era of movie making.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's better examples, but I guess I don't know. World War Z was all right.
Yeah, and that's a great war movie.
Cannibal the Musical.
That's a good war movie.
Cannibal Holocaust.
South Park, bigger, better, and uncut, and also Imagination
yeah,
Land.
Also, Imagination Land.
I mean, that's literally definitely a war movie.
Happy Tree Friends. What else? What else is there? There's a lot of good war movies out there. Oh, Where Evil Lurks.
That's a good one.
That's an incredible war movie.
Pokemon Forever.
The Grand Theft Auto 5 video game. Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, yeah.
Yeah. You could say that was like the war for the Department of Education.
But like
Okay.
for real, Waterboy. One of my favorite war film actors is Denzel Washington.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Like Book of Eli.
Or he could just be the guy in the background, you know. Just have Denzel Washington just like in the background as an extra.
You get Denzel Washington, but he's just like the police commissioner or like the angry boss of the cops,
He
the main
goes,
cops.
He's the cop that goes, "You're gonna want to see this.
He's just a cop in the back. You're gonna want to see this, and they just look at what he's looking at, and that's his one line.
That's his one line.
You're
Hey,
gonna
you two, you're gonna want to see this. Gone.
You're gonna want to see this. What's your problem? I think if I was like a famous director, I'll just hire big name actors to just do one lines.
That is cool.
How about like hiring actors for like single like things that happen in movies, like when Ryan Reynolds gets punched in the saloon in A Million Ways to Die in the West, or when Ryan Reynolds is at a party with Ted. There's other movies, I'm sure.
I don't know who that.
You don't know
Ted
who
and
Ryan
Ted.
Reynolds is?
No, I know who Ryan Reynolds is. I just
I
don't
was
know
gonna say,
these
wait
movies.
a minute. Ted, you know the movie Ted.
With a teddy
The movie
bear.
that the guy, yeah, Teddy Bear. It's Seth MacFarlane. He made Family Guy and all that shit.
Yeah, Ted with Mark Wahlberg.
You've seen the cavalcade of cartoon comedy, right?
The what?
I've seen it.
I am getting super tired. It's so late.
I was gonna say,
I feel like
we didn't even start the podcast yet.
I mean,
I know.
we did like a. What do you mean? We did a podcast thing. This whole thing was full of shit.
I thought we were doing a war film.
We kind of just talked about war films for
I thought this was a war film.
This is a war. This is a war happening right now for sure. I'm gonna make myself some good ass breakfast tomorrow. This morning was a war movie. I woke up early to go to work, but I made myself breakfast, and it was
Okay,
glorious.
okay.
Dude, it was so glorious. It took 5 minutes. 5 fucking minutes. So fast. So good.
What was it?
It was 2 eggs, sunny
It's a
side up.
bowl of cereal.
No, I mean if you listen, I'll tell you instead of making fun of me.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I almost did cereal, but I'm gonna make myself some eggs. So two sunny side up eggs with like the potato bread. So I toasted the potato bread with the butter a little bit. Put the eggs in there with some extra sharp cheddar, and dude, it was so good, so runny, and just so filling. 2 of them, 2 eggs, like a sandwich with cheese. An egg and cheese sandwich. That's what I made. It was fucking awesome.
That sounds nice.
The potato bread, it's so good. I'm gonna make it again tomorrow.
Sausage on
Send a
that?
picture.
You ever put some sausage on one of them sandwiches?
I didn't do sauce. I just did salt, pepper, and the sharp cheddar. Just
I
gave it.
said sausage.
Oh, sauce. Nah, that's too much. Too much cooking. I'm not a big fan of sauce of like breakfast sausage.
What about bacon?
I mean, yeah, bacon for sure, but I don't have time to make bacon.
Get the ready made.
No, dude, I don't do that shit. That's like Monsanto.
Get the ready made. Get a little bit of maple syrup. Mix that in with your butter. Put that on the bread.
That does sound good. It's just too many
Make
steps,
your-
though.
Well, how many steps? How many steps is too many steps to make you happy?
It has to be It has to be 3 total things. Okay, maybe 4.
Toast the bread. Cook the egg. Cook
Salt,
the bacon.
pepper. Well, bacon
Salt
takes
and
a
pepper.
while.
Those are 2 that's already too many things. Salt and pepper.
Yeah,
Cheese.
I mean they're right next to each other though, so you don't have to reach
Cheese,
far.
butter, knife butter.
Cheese, butter. I mean, it's all prepping. You gotta prep it with the butter.
Yeah, you gotta prep it. You prep it by making the bacon ahead of time. You prep it by heating up a warm cup full of butter. You pour in the maple syrup.
Why do you wait? What? No, that's too many saucers already. Too many like
too many
plates.
sauces.
That's like you gotta put the maple syrup here, then the bacon here, then the butter here, and then you gotta. No, man. One pan, one plate. Put everything in the pan. You cook everything in the pan, and you put it on the plate and
You
you
put
eat
your
it.
toast on the pan.
Yeah, after I make the eggs, I'll make a
You toast
sandwich
your
and then
bread on the pan.
I toast each end for a little bit.
But do you toast the bread ahead of time?
No, I toast it at the end just for a little bit, like each side. I don't toast them all the way, but the outsides are toasted. So I make the eggs and then I put the eggs, make a sandwich with the eggs, right? Make the and then you put the sandwich on the pan with some butter and then you flip it and they have like buttery sides and it's nice and crispy on the outside and soft on the inside and then runny yolk. And it's just so good. And because the potato bread is fluffy, it'll just absorb that yolk like really good.
I gotta eat more eggs.
It's so good.
What color eggs do you eat?
They're white. They're white right now. They're the cheapest I could find.
Just the cheapest eggs.
Yeah, for
Do you
now.
get the extra large eggs?
No, I got the cheapest ones. So they're just like the small white ones. Like they come in like the styrofoam egg carton. But I like any type of egg. I'm not picky. An egg's an egg.
I like scrambled. I'm not a huge egg guy.
Yeah.
I like eggs and baked goods.
Yeah.
Do
That's
you
my
like
shit.
quiche?
What'd you say?
Do you like a quiche?
Every time people say that, I think I don't. But I don't
Sounds like
exactly.
something you wouldn't like.
Yeah. It sounds like something exactly.
Oh no, actually I love quiche. If it's made right. Yeah, it's good shit. Quiche is good.
Oh no, no worries, dude.
Oh,
I was genuinely just like,
rebuttaling.
have you listened to the Great Flying Car Debate?
Yes, I did hear it. I heard it. I heard it. I heard part two mostly.
All right, part two's the best one.
And
Part two's the best
yeah,
one. I like both of them.
Part one, I'm taking it more seriously. I'm goofing around a little bit, but I'm pretty serious.
part two got heated.
Part two, part two was the most heated, but also the most silly and the
Oh,
most lighthearted.
he got heated. It was just hilarious.
He got heated a few times.
That was
I rage
also-
baited him pretty
Yeah,
well.
that's what I was just gonna say. You rage baited him a lot.
I mean, yeah, that's your whole thing though.
Is it my whole thing?
Well, sometimes you do it, you want to keep digging in.
I want to see how long it takes for someone to break.
Well, how do you feel about that? He was saying that doesn't believe flying cars will be the thing of the future, but then you're like, oh, but there's proof working on it. He's like,
And then
no,
he's
that's
like,
fake.
yeah, they're
That's
there.
and they're there.
And then no, that's fake.
Yeah, no, it's a lie. It's like that article by the internet's. You're just like, all right, but it's like he just took them. But instead of just saying that, he just goes, they're not real. They're not really doing this. It's like they kind of are,
Yeah, literally.
but maybe not though. Maybe he does have a point. You know, what do we know?
He brings up a valid point, but I feel like we've seen flying cars happen now. So it's like it's only a matter of time. I've seen a bike that looks like something out of Star Wars, and I'm just like,
The last thing I sent you was literally a video of a guy pulling up to the front of some like club or something in a flying car.
well, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's crazy. Like this shit is gonna
Yeah.
just be happening until it's just everywhere.
Well, dude, if you think about it, we're communicating right now telepathically with technology.
Keep going. Explain
So,
more.
like,
Yeah.
So what we're doing right now is communicating on these phones that can show us movies and we can share images and stuff. We're literally magically sending information via this little pocket device. This is like if you think about it, like the feat of the cell phone and our communication technology is like, bro, like that. This would be not even dreamt of at all. Like I think a flying saucer would be more probable in like medieval times than a fucking cell phone.
Well,
And we're
yeah,
using cell phones
you know why a flying saucer would be? Because you could just make like a really huge metal shield. You could put it in a catapult, have somebody sit on it, and just launch it into the air.
Yeah. And then people will be like, that's a UFO. And then the guy crashes.
And-
Nobody else sees the guy ever again. People just always talk about the UFO.
Well, and then somebody else would say to that guy, he'd be like, "What's a UFO? Are you a witch?"
Exactly. But dude, I saw a UFO this Tuesday.
Yes, tell us about this.
I was somewhere wooded, and the somewhere wooded.
Yeah, that context
And
sounds a
Some
little
sort
weird.
of grove.
one of the people that I was with was one of the people that I saw the first UFO this summer that we saw,
Mhm.
and the other one was the another person that wasn't with us, but he's kind of skeptical of our UFO story.
Oh, what an asshole.
So I mean, yeah, no, he's not, but it's actually very sweet. But we were leaving this.
Wait. What does he think that you guys saw?
He just doesn't. He's like, that's crazy. You know, he like kind of half believes us, but it's also like could have been anything else, right? It just there's an explanation to it, kind of thing. But he won't. You know, he's not debating it. He's just like that's a crazy story that you guys are because we're saying it the same way, and we're not. You know, we're not making it up, and he knows that. So, but he's also skeptical because he hasn't seen anything. Like people do this. You know, they're just like, no. There's an explanation to that kind of.
Yeah.
And maybe there is. You know, whatever.
Wait, was one of your friends Sylvester Capone, the one that was talking with it about it?
Sylvester and Capone.
No. Oh wait. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Sylvester Capone. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. One of them was him. And so, anyways, we leave the barn. Right. It's dark out. We can see some stars. We were seeing these like lights moving in the sky, like moving quick, but they weren't planes, dude. Like planes blink, right? You know this. But these lights were not blinking. They're just continuous little dots moving super fast. Like faster than a plane.
Dude, you need to get flight radar also.
I don't even think flight radar at that point would be that useful because check this out, dude. This is why you just gotta look up at the sky. Because you don't miss anything. These little lights, dude. So you could say, okay, these are drones. There's like multiple of these in the sky right now, and they're just moving just as fast and they slow down. They like change speeds. They fly in like a jagged path. You know what I mean? Kind of like it's not straight or they're not like turning. They're just kind of like flying,
It
but
sounds
it's
like the
not.
one that the host and I saw, where I saw it and I told him to go outside and check it out, and he saw the same one.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like a straight line, right?
It was like going up and down as it moved to the side.
So it wasn't going up and down drastically. It was if you follow the path that it's going and you pay attention, it's not a perfect line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
It's just like okay. It's just like if somebody's if somebody's walking with their eyes closed and tell them to go on a straight line, they're not gonna go on a straight line. They're kind of gonna go on a straight line, but a little like jagged, right?
A little askew. When you say jagged, it makes me think they're like zigzagging.
Well, I mean, pretty much, it's not a straight line. It's just like more natural.
If you put a blindfold on somebody and said walk in a straight line, why would they turn to walk a little bit to the left or right at all? They should still walk in a straight line.
Well, no, there's levels of jagged. You know what I'm saying? You're being a little too in the weeds about it. You know exactly what I'm saying.
I'm splitting hairs.
You're splitting hairs for sure.
My bad.
It's okay. Anyways, we're noticing these things in the sky. We see one, and then we start talking about it. This is the same thing that happened in the first one. You start like noticing it, you point at it, it behaved differently, dude. As soon as we're like, yeah, look at that thing, like it's moving pretty fast. I shit you not, dude. As soon as we said that, it slowed down. Me and Capone were like, it's like slow. We were noticing it's slowing down, so we're like, it's slowing down. And a fucking spotlight came out of it, like
What?
just a random spotlight, like a really bright spot, like a spotlight, dude. I shit
That's
you not.
pretty
This is like 10
A bright spotlight?
p.m. Yes.
So it looked almost like a tractor beam?
Dude, it did a bright light, and then the spotlight like turned to the side, and then the thing disappeared. The thing that was flying just disappeared in the sky.
What do you think it was?
I want to say a drone because there's also an airport around, so maybe there's like security drones circling the airport, but that's far as my logic will go.
That's as far as my logic will go.
Yeah, because like me and Capone were like, "What the fuck?" And then the other dude that was with us, the skeptical one, he saw it like dip down, and he just had no explanation for it.
That's funny. Hey, let me ask you something. This is because I feel like this is something I've been thinking a lot about since we saw that UFO. I feel like once you see something like that, or once you open yourself up to it, I feel like it ends up like coming back into the fold and you end up like experiencing things a lot more like that in general. So do you think that maybe you're starting to get just weirder vibes out there in general? Do you think that maybe you're starting to break on through, so to speak?
Yeah.
To the other side.
Yeah, there's been weird things that kind of happen. Kind of weird coincidences also.
Synchronicities?
Yeah, there's weird synchronicities. Kind of like, and I don't like this theory, the simulation theory, but yeah, sometimes like life has been feeling like a simulation,
Life
like
just rhymes a little too well.
more
Life
so.
just rhymes a little too well.
Yeah, life just, fits like a porcelain shoe.
Like a porcelain shoe.
No, I don't know. I don't know. It's like it's weird. I feel like there was something else I saw before this last incident I just
There
told you.
was.
And
Think deeply. What was the thing that you saw? It's coming
man,
back to you.
no, I don't remember. It's like I don't remember. That's the thing. I'm
I was trying to
trying.
guide your mind toward the answer.
I know, but I think like things are happening that are I see them and something wants me to forget that I saw them.
Whoa.
What kind of things?
You think it's Valis?
Well, the thing is like when you're, I don't know, when you see something you can't explain, like you kind of go into like you like kind of coping mechanism where you just explain to yourself and you kind of psych yourself out of it.
What
So like when
happened that
you
you
try
can't
to,
explain? Besides just the
well,
UFOs.
yeah, I should have written it down. That's the problem. I wish I could. I wish I could remember. Like, it's just a feeling. It's like a weird feeling. It's just been like weird vibe. I'm trying to remember, but I know there was something that happened that was weird, and I couldn't explain it. And then I saw this UFO again, or the unidentified object in the sky, whatever. I'm not saying aliens 100%, but I'm just saying like you see that again, and you're just like, what the fuck is happening in the sky? Like even if it's drones, it's like why? But they're so high up, and they move so fast, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They move so fast, and it's at night. And then there's like a random spotlight that comes out of it, and the person right next to me sees it in real time with me. And you're just like, dude, you cannot. And then there's like more of these little drones flying around, dude. It's like they're out there. It's nuts.
There's something fishy going on, that's for sure.
That's for sure. Yeah. You want to take a look at this? Said Denzel Washington.
You're going to want to take a look at this. Sir, you're going to want to take a look at this.
Sir, bro, I don't know, man. And then I think a lot of weird alien stuff has been popping up too.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. That's probably the popular thing to talk about, anyways.
Yeah, it's too mainstream.
It's very
too
mainstream.
mainstream.
Too mainstream.
It's too mainstream to be respected and understood correctly. Because then people are like, I think people jump into like the alien conclusion way too fast without like kind of like critical thinking before coming to that conclusion. Which you're probably gonna come into that conclusion anyways. So we're all crazy.
We are all crazy.
Man, I don't know.
Sometimes the only acceptable reaction to reality is to go insane.
Yes, chase this insanity.
Chase the insanity. Your chat GPT is gonna love that.
Throw away the sanity. Those aliens in Miami, right?
The aliens in Miami.
In Miami, on down to Miami.
Yeah, your Amy.
Oh, it's my Miami, not your Amy. Okay, so take into account what I said, right? And how confused I am talking about this. And I don't even know, probably going crazy, overreacting, but the accounts from like the Miami aliens are fucking wild.
Yeah.
Because nobody,
Yeah, I like the Miami aliens.
because it's kind of the same like mental fuck that like you go through when you see something that you cannot explain, and no matter what, you're gonna psych yourself out of that fear by being like, oh, it was probably like this thing malfunctioning, or it was probably just a shadow, or it was probably just it's probably just like seeing things in my
It's
head.
probably just Al Qaeda or whatever it is next. Whatever they want to tell you next.
Exactly, but if you see Al Qaeda, you'll be like, this is definitely Al Qaeda.
Yeah, this is
Like
this
no
is
doubt about it. This is
yeah.
about to be Al Qaeda. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, they're very analog.
I can say that.
I can
You
say
can say
that.
it.
Holy shit.
You know what I can say is that
Watch it.
I was gonna say what I can say is that you've been a really great guest.
Well, thank you.
I agree. This has been a
Do-
great
do I get
episode.
paid?
What'd you say?
Am I gonna get paid? Am I gonna get paid?
Yeah, the check's in the mail.
Am I finally gonna get paid?
Am I finally getting paid? Well, no, my pleasure. I've been seeing some shit, dude. I'm not kidding. But I'll try to
Well-
remember more. If I experience more weird shit, I will write it down.
Hell yeah.
Our realities are changing. Like we're seeing more shit now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
I
are.
There's
think
more
so.
shit out there.
Did you read the article that I sent you, the host? So it was this guy who recollects having sexual relationships
Oh,
with
yes.
alien.
Yes.
Oh, Whitley Strieber.
Is this Striver?
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds like Whitley Strieber. This guy, he's pretty trustworthy, I think.
yeah, Whitley Strieber's awesome.
I guess everybody trusts him. All his like friends and stuff.
Oh.
You're supposed to trust victims of things like that.
Oh no, this is a different guy, I think. His name's
Oh.
David Huggins, and I guess he paints aliens that he has sex with.
Well, no. Okay,
Yeah.
he paints these aliens from recollecting memories that he had, the experiences that he had when he was a young kid, when he was
Oh no.
like a teenager. What I'm saying is that he had these experiences with these aliens apparently, but he didn't start painting them until like years later when he just could not off his chest and he wouldn't talk about these things. Yeah, so then he started painting these things from memory. And this is like, yeah, this is like the alien. Like he's had this relationship. He says he still talks to this alien. He still has a relationship with this alien.
Is it a male or a female?
It's like a female-ish alien. And he paints these. He paints is one of them like the alien is straddling him. There's one of just like the alien's eyes. There's one of like the alien like naked. It's like the alien face and then just like a pretty built like woman body.
What kind of alien face? Are we talking regular gray? Reptilian?
I'm gonna send you the article because I can't like you gotta see this. I'm gonna send you this article right now because yeah, it's nuts.
I think it was a gray. It almost looked like the communion like grays.
Yeah, pretty much. So you see like the paintings in there, but the article's crazy. So yeah, he talks about like this shit that he went through, and he says the same thing that I'm telling you. It's like, but you don't know how to explain shit. Sometimes when you see something like you just can't explain, it's like out of your realm.
Yeah.
You don't know how to remember this unless it just happens and happens again and again. But this guy was like, I just painted my experiences with like these aliens. If he still talks to, apparently. This is the other crazy thing that I'm connecting. He's from Georgia. This stuff was happening in like Georgia or something. And he moved to Hoboken, New Jersey. And he like I guess they followed him. Like he still talks to them. So these aliens followed him where he lives.
In Hoboken?
Hoboken, New Jersey. Where were those drone sightings? happen.
Yeah, in Hoboken. It sounds exactly like Whitley Strieber's story. Like, exactly.
Really? Is he
That,
stealing it?
I don't know. Doesn't it? Doesn't it, Antios?
Wait, what?
Doesn't that sound just like a lot like Whitley Strieber's story? Like, a lot.
Yes.
Like, almost to a T. Even the places.
Really?
Yeah.
Even
But I
even
think a lot of the stories are similar.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying it's a ripoff. I'm saying it like the fact that he almost like he went to the wooded area and then they followed him
Mm.
home and shit. Or
Well, they followed him. Well, this is like for the past 50 years that he's been in a relationship with these aliens.
that's crazy. Like,
This is what he said. And they followed him to Hoboken, New Jersey, where he still has a relationship with them. But it's not a monogamous kind of thing. I think he just kind of like this alien just like
I'm not getting into this facet of the
no,
of
no,
this
no.
part
Listen,
of the alien culture.
it's horrible. Well, that's my other thing. It's like what if like that's why like they're just like it's much better off if people don't know about these aliens because they are kind of doing messed up things to uh people.
What if all this satanic spirituality shit is real and it's connected to aliens?
Isn't that been linked to
Yeah.
alien?
It has.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if all these people like practicing like crazy satanic shit are connecting to like a higher power, but not necessarily Satanism and shit or Satan. They're connecting to like hardcore fucked up aliens.
I think I think they're doing it wrong, in my opinion.
Who?
I think alien experiences just happen to some random people who are not worshiping anything. They just have these experiences, low profile. I think the whole like cultish thing, like to pray to the gods and have this cult and stuff, is they're just cuckoo and crazy and wrong on how they go about it.
Or maybe they're entirely right.
They're not.
They
Look at
could be.
they are not.
They could be.
They keep killing themselves with Kool-Aid.
I know. Maybe
Doing it
that's the
wrong.
right thing to do.
That's not. Yeah, that's obviously not the right thing to do. The
Well,
right thing to do is to live your
in
life.
in social
Yeah.
Darwinistic terms, I think that was the right thing to do.
Can I just add one? Wait, can I
Yeah.
just tell you one thing before you? I was gonna say, look at the painting "Her Eyes" in the article.
Her eyes.
It's just like if you scroll down, just like that's the last thing I want to put in because if this is from this guy's memory, and he started painting these from experiences he experienced like years before,
Yeah, that would scare me.
this is how this guy remembers that alien's eyes.
Yeah, that would frighten me.
You don't make that shit up. It's nuts, dude. That this is like one of the most haunting,
Wait, I
like,
want to see it.
dude.
I'll
Just look
send
up
it
the
to you.
article. Yeah,
I
yeah.
looked up her eyes alien painting. I can't find
Her
it.
eyes,
Her,
David
David
Huggins.
Huggins. Yeah, it's a really cool painting.
Yeah, but it's like that the
Oh,
story
I've seen
behind
that.
it. It's nuts. It's an eclipse. It's like they see the universe. It's nuts. It's
I was
fucking
just
nuts.
thinking that looks like an iris and a pupil. Honestly,
Yeah, but
that looks to
Yeah.
me just like a
it looks
really like cool looking iris.
no, it looks like a super eclipse.
I guess so, but I'm saying like I would imagine aliens probably have irises,
Both things.
and I would
Yeah.
imagine this is a pretty accurate representation of an alien iris.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Because
Iris
I
by the
thought
Goo Goo Dolls.
our irises already look like space.
Yeah, they do.
So alien eyes must be nuts.